Right, this is the state of affairs so far. I've bought a new Android head unit which utilises the aux. I've got a retrofitted com box done by someone else. Aux never worked on it, neither does the USB in the center console. It gets power which allows you to charge your phone, but it would never communicate with the car. So after buying the aftermarket head unit, I can't use it, so I've had to strip the car to this extent to find out, well, what the other people have done and how they've fitted it. So what they've done looks like it's been done properly, but for whatever reason this plug was always wired up wrong, so it would never ever get auxiliary through this port, and it traced it all the way through right to the back of the car. I've had to take all the seats out, center console, pain in the ass of a job. But I found the original wiring that went to the original port, because this is, you know, an aftermarket auxiliary port and USB. They've put that in along with the wiring loom that come with it. So it's either spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to code the 6LF module to look for the auxiliary on the com box, sorry, rather than the CIC. So through trial and error, I've realised I've got to cut these wires here, use crocodile clips. Now I'm getting sound through the speakers through the auxiliary. So I'll solder this wire up, and then I can get on with actually fitting the Android box, which is, you know, what all this is about. So I'll update you shortly. Right, so soldered the auxiliary up. I get left and right speakers now. Like I said before, I just had to like play with the wires, so I figured out two, and then it was just a combination of, you know, any of them four wires would be the right channel, which I figured out, and then I just capped the ends off so I don't get any interference or shorting out. The sellers just emailed me back now from this head unit and said that I don't actually need the auxiliary because it just goes straight into the spliced harness that comes with it. But every forum that I've read says you need the auxiliary, but the seller said only use the auxiliary if you don't get sound. So what I'll do is I'll pull out the screen, put in the new Android unit, just splice this this harness in, and we'll just have like a dry run just to see if it actually works and I get sound, I guess. Right, so I've got the CIC unit out. These cables are really tight and it was a bit of a pain in the ass getting them off, but there's a little clip you need to push in underneath and they just pop right off. So I'm guessing this, remember this is my first time doing this, so this splices into there. I think you have to remove the optical cable and put it in the back of that, and then that goes into the CIC unit. That's the splice in. Auxiliary out, which I don't think I'll need according to the seller, but we'll find out very soon. That plugs into the top of the head unit, and then these here for like reversing camera and stuff, which I won't be doing yet. So I'll splice this cable in and then we'll see where we are from there. So that one there just slides on and clicks in place. It's a bit tight. There you go, clicks in place. I had to take the optical cable at the back, like I said. That was just a little clip that will then get put into that one there, and then I just need to find a way of feeding that up to the top. I've already taken the two screws out of there. I just need to unplug the two wires off the back and plug the new unit in. Right, so that's pretty much it installed now. I've just got to put it all back together, run some USB into the glove box. Everything seems to be fine. Bluetooth and that works on it. You can flick between That's standard. And then this is, sorry about the glare on the screen. And then you can flick between it all. I just start buttoning it all up before it starts pissing down again. So that's pretty much it. I'll flick back once I've got it all back together. Right, and that's it. Installed. Car's all back together. What a pain in the ass that was. I didn't really account for stupidity, you know, doing things twice. Trapping wires underneath and having to take it all up again, but it's done. This is what the system looks like. Let's get a bit of light on here. So you've got your music, that works with the Bluetooth, navigation. So this is an app that they've actually installed, but what I'll do is I'll probably end up just using Google Maps. It's nice and easy. Back out of that. Slow. Bluetooth, it's pretty self-explanatory. Car info takes you back. Browser, I haven't really set up yet. Apps, that takes you to your normal, you know, Android. I haven't really played with any of this yet. But yeah, pretty pleased with it. The sound seems to be alright. I can't read Bluetooth from my phone because I'm recording on it, but music. There's only 2 shitty songs on and the quality isn't that good, but when I'm playing Bluetooth on the phone, it seems to be a lot really good quality. So I think you can play a video on here as well. So
like it or not, you and your friends are a part of it now. I will help.
Settings, I haven't played around with that yet. Car info, where's that? Dashboard. This tells you when the doors are open, does the speed, whether your handbrake's on or off. I've got to change the settings yet because it thinks it's a left-hand drive car and that's the driver's side open. It's obviously not. So that'll be a setting somewhere. But all in all, really pleased with it. Anyone thinking about doing it, it's a ball ache and your ass and your back hurts because you're bending over into, you know, stupid little spaces, but you still got the original radio and everything, sat nav and everything still works. You can just flick between the two. So what I did was I put my USBs in there, but what I'm going to do is integrate them into the dash somewhere, but I just haven't got the parts at the moment. And then I've got the option of putting a rear view and a front view camera on, which I'll also do. But yeah, pleased with it. I didn't end up needing the aux cable, so tearing the car apart to the level I did was totally pointless, but I have got a working aux port now, which I couldn't get working through coding because I haven't got the brains, but I could quite easily figure out the wiring to it. Right, thank you very much. Well, before I go, it was going to be a full install video, but because it was such a pain in the ass, I've just, you know, done segments of it, but hope you get the gist. Thanks a lot. Please like and subscribe. Catch you later.